Okay. Uh, I just felt like I needed to make this video for the people who played Tekken, regarding Leroy and the patch that came out not too long ago. This is probably coming out a bit later than usual, but that's because I've been trying to really hone down on what the patch means for the character itself. And I've come to the verdict that they've completely killed off the character, making it even less interesting for anybody to even try and gain love for it. Because of all of the crybabies online, refusing to learn the matchup, refusing to do anything about the character at all. They simply turned around to Daddy Tekken and just cried about it until they actually changed it. And now, people are saying that he's still strong, but I beg to differ. I think they've absolutely removed the core, and you have to change the gameplay style to suit and warrant a victory. And as you can see, I'm showing my profile to prove that I'm not a Leroy main, but I love this character from the reveal, and I always wanted to play it, regardless of how the character turned out. So what this video is going to be a little bit of a patch update. I'm going to show the moves again, and I know that other YouTubers have done this, other Tekken YouTubers have done this, but I want to do it, and I want to give you my personal opinion on how I feel about the character itself now, taken away from what other people say. This isn't a mob mentality. I don't want people to think what I think. This is just what I believe the character to be. As you can see, I've got 60 wins with it out of 111 battles. I'm not a main of this character, but I know enough. I know enough to warrant an explanation. So we're going to go into practice mode, and we're going to have a look at Leroy. And we're going to go from top to bottom. It's really upsetting that this character has been turned into mush like this, because this only proves that nobody in the Tekken scene cares about wanting to put a character in depth, meaning they don't want to put the time in. They don't care. They just say, oh, new character, oh, spam, oh my god, amazing, oh, just do that, bang, bang, just all do that, right. Are you telling me I could just do that, and then go like that, and then go like that, and then go like that? Wow, amazing. Right. So, the first one is 1, 1, 1 plus 2, 1. That move is okay to be changed. Though on the 6 hit, from -10 to -13, I don't know what they're gathering from that. I have absolutely no idea what that entails for the character. 1, 2. It means the last hits are basically, they made the move weaker and made it push back, so you can't really gain momentum anyway. So you can go all out on a counter hit, fine, but you have no follow up. There's no follow up. You can't do anything about it. So that in itself is horrible. That's horrible. This move itself, I don't know why you would use this move anyway when you have the 1 plus 2 variation, that, for the counter hit. It does more damage, and I think it wall splat still. Does it wall bounce? I think so. Plus, it's good anyway. The 1+2 variation or the 1+2 move instead of just the 1/1. I'm not really a fan of that at all. I don't get that. 1+2, 1+2, 1. Change the damage from 32 to 27. Minus 17 on block. It's that's a fine move to change. I think that's okay. Down to 4. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded. So they put the it puts him right next to him. I think that's a fine change as well, if I'm honest. That's a fine change because if a lot of people online like to spam this, especially at around the ranks I'm at, my ruler, they like to use this move for a bit of aim to gain momentum, and plus if the first move hits, you're almost 90% of the time gonna duck when the 4 comes out, and that's fine. And if you're playing Leroy, you can just do that. You know, you just do Rising 2, and you can go for the 4 combo like that. Down 2/4 is fine. Down 1+2. This move has changed for the worst. Now, I'm not saying that Leroy wasn't too strong, but I absolutely disagree with the fact that every single move that was vital to his game plan before this patch needed to be changed. Now, what I mean by that is that I do not think, other than this move, which is from a stance, I cannot find another move other than this move that comes from a stance, which forces them into crouch. No move. Look, this move was so good for the pressure. I don't think -4's warranted. Maybe -2. -2's okay. I don't know what it was before. I think it was plus, which I agree that's a bit too much, but -4, and then it doesn't do the it doesn't make this Leroy here on the right side recoil in such a manner. This move changed for the worst, and it's horrible. It doesn't even do a combo anymore. One sec. It's not good at all. They changed that move for the worst, and this is just gonna be the theme for the most of the moves now. Because when I think of Wing Chun, the fighting style itself, I see very counter hit, productive, trying to make people come to them, and then once that happens, grapple them down and smash them in the face with a series of punches. That's what I see. I think that's why the Wang block is so good. And I'm going to point this out now. This parry needs to not change. If this parry changes, then the character's dead. Because this parry is the character. Because it's Wing Chun. That parry needs to stay. This parry needs to stay. Down back 1. Change the damage from 15 to 12, and the crouch status has been removed. So you're not in crouch when it happens. So you go straight back up. The change of damage is okay. And I never really use this for anything other than either combo filler or pressure because of the free. Because if I'm playing against a player that's not really that well inclined to duck this high, then, you know, go all out. And plus it's neutral on block, so it's really good. I'm quite happy about this not being that much different. And plus 8, that's really good. So this is fine. It's still fast. -9. I don't know. Okay, bat 1. Change the damage from 30 to 25. I'm glad they didn't change the frames, but I'm really upset that they changed the damage. I didn't think this move was that bad. Sorry. One sec. Uh... 45? Did they buff this? Maybe the patch notes are wrong here. No, that's right. No, that's right, sorry. It's that 20 and then 25. Right, okay. So it must, okay, so it must have been 20 and then 30 to go 50. I don't know about this move. Because again, it falls into, it's a high. You can easily duck it. And I say this because I don't know if I still got the videos, but I used to play Gigas a lot when Leroy was in the peak of, oh my god, we need to sort Leroy out. That sort of phase of Tekken, which was about like what 2-3 weeks ago. I was playing Gigas at the time, and I was actually wrecking a lot of Leroys. I was actually destroying a lot of Leroys, and I actually sent someone a message saying, just being a salty guy like I usually am. Imagine playing Leroy and then losing to Gigas. That's what I said. This was before Mayman made a video about playing Gigas, getting into Tekken God Prime. I used to play Gigas, and then I actually did beat a fair few Leroys, only because of 1+2 really. Gigas is 1+2, not 1+2, 1-2. Because it's still so good. Imagine that being a Marduk. Oof. Right, moving on. Back 1. I don't know if they should have changed that, to be honest with you, because again, it falls under the line of counter hit, plus it's a high, so you can duck it. It's not... It looks spammable, but it's still a high, and people are going to duck anyway, especially skilled players. This is just being really noob friendly, which I'm not really a fan of, because if you're playing Leroy, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. Okay, back 1+2. This sucks. This is horrible. I can't believe they did this. I cannot believe they did this one. The character is based on counter hit. It can't get the best combos without it being a counter hit. It cannot get the best combos. I don't know, that's like, oh well, that's every character. But this character, I think this character relies on counter hits more than a lot of the other characters, because it's not like Paul where you can just pressure him down with his forward 1+2, which also puts him into crouch when it happens, the forward 1+2, and Law's forward 1+2, that puts him into crouch as well on block, forces him into crouch. He has nothing. But this... barely get anything now. Well, 68's good. 68 is okay. But... I can't believe that the crybabies of Tekken just let this happen. they've really nerfed him a bit too much here. I think he needs changes, not nerfs. Because if people are going under the impression that he's not interesting, then make him interesting. Don't make him weak, because it don't make sense. Change the damage from 20 to 17. Also normal hit, I'm assuming. Change the frame advantage when guarded from -5 to -9. That should have changed to -5. I'm okay with the damage. I'm okay with the... for the most part, the damage, apart from the -1 counter hit. Damage is... I can live with that. I can live with that. And plus, this is coming from a perspective of dealing with Leroy. Because because I don't want to play stupid, because Leroy makes you think. That's why I think he's interesting. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded, so it's easier to punish him on -9. Change the frame advantage upon hit from +6 to -2. +6 to +2, sorry. Increase the... Wait, change the frame advantage upon hit from +6 to +2. Maybe +3 is better. +3 maybe. Should have been. Increase whiff recovery animation by 10 frames. Wow. Startup frame is 12, but then if it whiffs, it's another 10 frames. That's 22 frames of a move. That's like a standing snake edge. That's horrible. That's so mean. 22 frames, 22 frames, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 20, fine. Wow. This one. Okay, this move's fine. Up forward 4, fine. Up forward 4's fine. Forward 2-2. One sec. Scardall. Nope, Scardall, sorry. Bang. That's horrible. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded. And it's -13, so it's... Ah, Jesus Christ. No pressure at all. The guy's got no pressure at all now. This is gone. That's gone. That's gone. They made really good moves for him, and then they killed them all straight afterwards. So he's got nothing. His best move is that. His best move is... If this is his best move, play Brian. We can't... Makes no sense. They absolutely... They really did horrible things to him. That's gone, and now that has no pushback. So what pressure can you make if it's on block? There is no pressure, because what you could do is you could do that and then go straight into that. Go into forward 2, and then do the parry, because you should bait them, because Wing Chun. Forward, bang. It loses its homing. I never used it for homing anyway. It was always a great pressure tool. Change the frame from +1 to -2. Again, no pressure. It looks spammable, but that's just because of the training mode. It really isn't that great. -2's okay. -2 is still a good, I think. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. but maybe -1. Because this move can be... well, actually I can't compare it to it. Kazumi's down forward 1. This is Kazumi's down forward 1. Okay, this move. Forward 1+2. Again, decreases the move distance when it's blocked. And it's a blowback. And I'm assuming on counter hit. Yeah, it's just the same thing. 17 frames +9. -9. Yeah, I think it was always like that. Just the damage changes, that's fine. Okay. While Rising 2, I love this move. I actually love this move. Change the damage from 10 to 8. Literally just... this move does nothing then. Okay. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded. So again, very punishable by the looks of it. Or by the sounds of it. Yeah, -14. -14. If you do this move while rising, while he's blocking, you may as well just not play Leroy. Horrible. While enemies down, change the damage from 15 to 13. This is the... what? This is the... that move. I also like the fact that I'm -4 when this move comes out. I'm -4. No Okizemi at all. Okay. Once per match. Cane Boy. Third hit has changed from 25 to 15, so that's 10 points of damage gone. Okay. I don't think that makes a difference to the thing. Yeah, it makes no difference. That's fine. Oh. Well, I actually think this character's dead. Time with enemy attack. Back 2. Increase the recovery animation by 5 frames. Now, I was complaining not too long ago in a couple of games. In fact, I can actually show you. I was playing this person who rage quit on me. I'll just where am I going? Okay, so I need to go... oh, that's a really good one. Where is it? I think it was this first one here. Oh. Okay. I'm making a point here about the back 2. This match happened today, not too long ago. Facing the guy called Kaizaru. He rage quit on me, sadly. But the first game I actually lost, and you'll see why. So, I'm here playing. Yeah, whatever. Right. So that armor move he's doing, I'm trying to parry that, but it's not working, and I'll show you what. I'll show you why. So he's doing. Get a grab on, fine. Good move. Okay. He's just pressuring me. I messed up there. That was an awful round. I really messed up that round. You see, armor moves like his really do mess up Leroy's game plan. Took too long. Alright. Okay, so here I don't think it was that one. I thought I parried one of them, or at least I tried to. Okay. Right, here. Parried that one. I tried to go for it again here, but it went through. That's how slow the move is. Okay, you see that? Did you see that? Look at the parry. And look how slow. I did it again. Here it is. Okay. Now that should work because of how fast he's doing that bat swing. But because of the parry being reduced on the recovery, just went straight through. And here we go. I tried to go for it again, but I messed up. The parry has absolutely been neutered. It's a shame. It's a shame. I'm not saying that Leroy needs buffs, but I'm saying that he needs changes. The patch notes here are not patch notes, they're a knife in the back of Leroy's neck. They've really absolutely slain him. More than what people think. People think this is a balance patch, but no, this is damage control. I'm not saying that Leroy was never overpowered, but what I am saying is that there are people out there that are responsible for the changes of Leroy being this drastic, in my opinion, being this drastic because of how much they cried about it. And there have been people that say, oh, I don't know what the commands are for this move for Leroy, but then they cry about it when they get beaten by it, and then they say, oh, it's just Leroy being overpowered. They refuse to do the matchup, they refuse to do any sort of learning. They don't want to lab it. They just don't, they can't, they just follow the mob mentality of, if one person says it's OP that's got a little bit of flack and a little bit of clout, then everybody else will also say that it's OP. This patch note is a calling sign that no character is safe. That's new. Now, Main Man made the great comparison of if Hwoarang or Hwoarang came out in Tekken 7 instead of Tekken 3 and played the way that Hwoarang plays now, how many people do you think would turn around and say that Hwoarang is OP? A lot. I would say a lot, especially at low rank. The flamingo, the amount of times you can press 4, the spam, the streamlined moves of going into different flamingo stances and then going into the lows, going into full combos. But Leroy is no different to Harang in the sense that it's a character that's got a stance, and it's a character that you need to lab, to fight, to beat. I get smashed by Harangs all the time, especially when I'm playing Leroy. It's just how the character is. And it makes me scared for the next character to come out, Fakramram. The kickboxing guy. I don't want Fakramram to come out and then everybody goes, he's OP, and then Fakramram gets killed. These patch notes are not balanced. Every single fundamental move that made Leroy have pressure to make sure that he could get moves off and get victories, they didn't need to be killed this badly. They just need to be changed a bit, in my opinion. And that's coming from a person that doesn't play Leroy. My main character is Claudio and Paul, as you can see. Dragunov used to be my main initially, but as you can see from the ranks, Claudio's my highest rank, but Paul is a character that I play a lot. So when I'm telling you that Leroy needs to sort his shit out and change the moves again, I mean it. Yeah, Dragunov and then Paul. So yeah, that's all. That's all I need to say. This patch note was very scary. Makes me realise that if Fakramram comes out and people cry about that, it'll just make me upset because I'm paying money for a character that other people are just killing off because they can't be asked to lab it. They can't be asked to learn how to fight against them. Whatever.